Hello, friends. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master for this evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 49th episode of Casters and Cantrips. 49, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please,
Hi,
Virtual Spectre, and Moves Like Jagger from the GGN crew. All right, the end. Oh. Let's roll some dice. First thing is there's no episode next week. So don't show up because we won't be here. I don't know. Or show up and say nice things about us. I don't know.
Yeah.
So make sure we'll be back the following week. So only 1 week off. So fear not. Also, in case you didn't know that we have a Patreon. So you can go ahead and check out our little Patreon. Just go to catchersandcantrips.com and find all the links there. But there's our direct Patreon account. So you can get a couple different tiers where you can get podcasts early. You can get our VODs early. And you can even get the opportunity to make an NPC with me in my world that will appear. And y'all have a couple coming up. And I'll let you know when it happens.
Oh, a couple, you say?
So scared.
I knew we had one, but not a couple.
You got two right now.
Oh,
You got two, so. And I'll let you know in an appropriate way during the stream that I'm excited for you to meet them. It'll be super fun. And anyway, outside of our Patreon, we also have merch. But like I said, you can just go to catchersandcantrips.com and get all of your merch needs and all of your anything that you want, all the episodes. If you're not caught up, you can always go into the episode because I have little write-ups for every single episode that tells you what happened last time. So if you just don't want to sit through it and you want to read through it and catch up quickly, then you can do that. So it's pretty similar to the synopsi that I say before each episode. So it's pretty consistent with what happened last time. But with that being said, if it's your first time here, if you have forgotten that all of our alerts and any sound effects and stuff for follows and subs and all that are muted for immersive purposes, but we see them in the chat, we see them in our heart, and we very much appreciate them. And we thank you for supporting our little D&D show. Are you showing off our wonderful Sweet Justice mug there,
Yeah,
Bon?
I just am drinking out of it, and I thought, oh, I should show this off so that if anybody wants to support the show, but maybe you don't want to make a character, maybe you just want a sweet mug, that's an option too.
Mm-hmm. I like our merch.
Mm.
Yeah.
I need to order more.
Designed by a super awesome person, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get the
great.
sweatpants.
Yeah, let me know. I'll get you some sweats.
Can't wait for the tank tops to show up.
Oh,
I-
yeah.
Ooh, tank tops.
I'm working on it.
That's all I wear in the summer. So.
Yeah, I'm always wearing tank tops because layers. You got to have layers. Then you can always put something on or take something off.
That's right.
I don't wear tank tops. I'm too self-conscious for tank tops.
You have one for summer.
I have one that I haven't worn in 2 years.
We can't go outside in the summer, to be fair here.
Yeah, that's very true. We cannot go outside. I'm
You'll
fine with
just
these shirts. So.
burn.
I'm a V-neck kind of guy on most days. That's my jam. But with that being said, we should probably get started because I have a long ass last time on because y'all found out a ton of shit.
Oh, man.
So y'all get to have a little story time with Maximus for a bit.
Story
But
time with Max.
with that being said, we'll go ahead and settle in and get ready for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with Sweet Justice visiting the Shoya Lake Academy on the way to the capital city of Falshir. The group met with Emma Drake at the academy, and Valken delivered the news that he would represent the academy in the upcoming martial arts tournament that would be held in Emberholm. Emberholm is the home city for the Temple of the Crystal Rose, which is the school that Follis accused of burning down Shoya Lake Academy many, many years ago. The group also learned that Follis never returned after being defeated by Valken during their last visit. After a day of relaxation, Sweet Justice continued to Falshir to prepare for the upcoming trial of Lord Cook. When the party arrived, they were greeted by a familiar long queue to get into the capital. However, the group used Ron's idea of using their golden feather brooches to skip ahead of the line. The party was led straight to the Citadel to meet with Chancellor Martin Wyndham. The Chancellor welcomed Sweet Justice to the keep and directed them to their luxurious quarters in the Citadel. After they cleaned up, the Chancellor led them to Lord Walter Mornhill's office. He was the barrister that was representing the Crown in the upcoming trial. According to Lord Mornhill, the upcoming trial would be more of a formality, as it was an open and shut case. After their visit with the barrister, the party went down into the dungeons to meet with Lord Crawford Cook. He was speaking with his barrister, known as Margaret Pirnell. At the sight of Sweet Justice, Lord Cook was beside himself and said the assassins were back to finish the job. The party convinced Ms. Pirnell that they were there to help. Ron was able to cast Remove Curse on Lord Cook, and it was immediately apparent that the Baron had modified his memories, as is his MO. The Baron had forced his way into his manor and cast spells both on him and his servants. Lord Cook told the group that the Baron made him believe that they were long-time friends, and he ordered him to write the correspondence to Ram Crown. The group also informed Ms. Pirnell that Ceylon was behind all of this and mentioned that there were assassins' bodies in the undercroft of Lord Cook's manor. Captain Fenwick would be able to corroborate their story, but the barrister said the captain had made no mention of this. They also said to the barrister that their friend Nearly could be a help to Lord Cook during this trial. The party agreed to go speak with the captain, while Miss Pirnell would try to chase down more leads to prove his innocence. The plan was to regroup the following day. The party met with Captain Fenwick in the Citadel. After initially denying the group's questions, Vin cast Dominate Person on him and forced him to answer their questions. The captain told them that he was threatened by someone when they had left the manor after the battle. The captain was to turn the other way, and he would be rewarded. Otherwise, he and his family would be in danger. He told the party that Quentin Hannibal was the one that threatened him, the very same one who is a member of the Order of Iberus. The captain also disclosed that he was tipped off by an anonymous letter to find the missives that Lord Cook had sent to Ram Crown. Otherwise, it would have been impossible for him to find them. He handed over this anonymous letter to the party, and after sending word to his family, they went to Camilla's boulangerie to see if Nearly had gotten their earlier message. The party arrived to see the business thriving thanks to their previous generous investment. After collecting some baked goods, they went to Camilla's office, and a short time later, Nearly arrived to meet with them. The group learned that Nearly had taken over the Silent Watch, the criminal organization in Falshir, and was their new leader. Sweet Justice got Nearly up to speed on what was currently unfolding with the trial, but tensions ran high when Nearly found out from the group that they had named her specifically when talking with the barrister. As the group continued the conversation, everyone decided that it would be best that no one left the office until they came up with a plan. And that is where we will begin our story this evening. So, what do you do?
So we should come up with a plan.
Yes.
Yes.
We need a good plan.
I have
Very
one.
good plan.
that I think would be the best.
Okay.
What
Is it-
if we went to the guy who allowed us to go see the prisoner dude and just told him that we removed a curse on him? Like he says that him and his team did detect magic and there was nothing magical, but they didn't do remove curse. And so if we just straight up tell him that there was a curse and that we need more time to prove our story and tell him everything, that he would probably be into it. Because I don't think he wants innocent people to die.
Unless they could have done curse and simply chose not to. But then we would know either way. Who
Yeah.
to trust.
I feel like asking, or I feel like telling him and coming forward with what we found is a good idea.
Do you think
And if
that this other barrister for the crown, one, cares, or two, has the power to postpone the trial?
I mean, we'll
Well-
only find out if we ask.
Ron does not
We
believe he would
could-
care.
call the other barrister real quick to come here and meet with us. That way you could also vouch her for yourself, nearly, since you are so untrusting. And we could ask her because she would know the ways of the law here. She could tell us how to postpone trial.
She leans against the wall and she goes, "Oh, if you bring her here, I could just kill her and be done with it." She just kind of smiles like as she's joking.
One who knows who you are at this point.
I know, the Lord Cook obviously knows as well.
Yeah, and we can't really get you to him to kill and murder, so you know you're sort of in a pickle.
I don't
if-
need you to get to him.
Oh,
If,
okay then.
I know
Wow,
it'll take weeks
okay.
of planning,
Hold
so
on,
we already
everyone.
discussed this.
Everyone calm down. We can get Arcanus who understands how magic works of controlling one's mind and erasing or changing memories. That could convince, I don't know, people if they have a more understanding of how this crazy magic works.
You think we need to buy more time for that plan, yes? Because trial is what, tomorrow?
No, next day. It is the 27th of Decimum, and the trial is on the 1st of Undecimum,
So we actually have today and tomorrow to try and get some information.
and then the trial.
Okay.
With that being said, Vin, you rolled high enough last time on your Arcana check that you know about like what this spell is. It's modify memory. It happened to you, so you know the inner workings. Even though you can't cast it, you're fully aware of what it's capable of doing. And essentially, it's depending on the level of spell that's cast, is you can completely, literally modify someone's memory. You can change something that happened to them. And then once the spell takes about a minute or so to cast, I believe, maybe a little longer. I'm a little fuzzy on the GM side here, but once that's done, the memory is changed and the magical effects about them are gone, but the memory stays changed forever until something like what the Babas did or remove curse, like what Ron just did, reverses that. So you know the inner workings of this spell, just not how to cast it or anything.
Is it suspicious that they didn't try to remove curse on him when they did their normal checks? Or do we just not know that?
It's very difficult because without prior knowledge, how would you know that their memories would be modified? That's, for all you know, it could be anyone who's had their memories modified and they don't know. Now, standard practice for them to check to see if there's any magical effects or anything about them wouldn't catch that, but people usually don't get their memories modified. It's not a super common thing, so it's not like a routine type thing. As well as nobody in the circle that's been around Lord Cook until now has even brought that up as a possibility.
So we
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, we need proof that the Baron, or to them another character, was there, right? So if we can get both Nearly and the other guy to attest to that, and we're saying it, that should be enough. But it wouldn't hurt to talk to the guy, like you said, Finn. That's
Yeah,
our plan, right?
I think we should talk to him and tell him what's up. And then if he doesn't believe us, then tell him to delay the trial and we can find more people. We
Still
can
think
find
we
the
should
servants.
talk to Barrister. Oh, servants, yes. I still think we should talk to Barrister and see if she knows a good way to postpone trial as well. Just in case. Get her... it is in her best interest to help us with this.
Should we talk to them, like split up and talk to them, or talk to one first and then talk to the other first or second?
Could split up.
Well,
Okay.
it might be advantageous to figure out what her plan is and how you all, and then now me, are part of this.
Well, why don't we get her and come here and bring her to the meeting?
All right.
Anybody have a way of reaching her?
Well, isn't she just over at the jail cell? Can we just go get her?
She was earlier, but you're not sure how long she's gonna be there or not. But you could easily find her. So, if you wanted to run there or even nearly, we'll just step up and say, "All right, what's this person's name?"
Oh, she's gonna
Who
go?
is she? No, I'm not going, but I can find
Oh,
her.
she can find her.
Oh, her name
looking
is
through my notes.
Marguerite.
Yeah, Margaret Parnell.
All right, she's a barrister. All right, give me one moment. And she kind of slips out, goes downstairs, and you see her go outside the front. And she talks to someone who's like running a stall, like because you're in 6 markets, and like a super small like cart, you know, selling some trinkets and stuff like that. And she whispers to them, and then she walks back inside. That person calls someone else over, who looks more of kind of like your urchin type. They say something to this person, and this person takes off down the street. And then she comes back to the office and sits back down. Shouldn't be too long.
It's very handy.
Perks of running an underground criminal organization in a city as large as this. I'm not gonna kill her, by the way.
Oh,
Well, I didn't think so because
good.
we are still here. You know we would not let you.
Well, I mean, if I wanted to kill, I just could have told them to do it on our way here.
And we
so,
would know that you did it.
Sure.
Although if someone else kills her right now, it will be very unfortunate for you, I must say.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. So, some time goes by. If there's anything else you want to discuss before she arrives, you can. Otherwise, we can have...
Yes, we should have backup plan, I think. In case none of this works out. And I don't think I want her to be winner of backup plan.
Is that where you wanted me to break the Lord out of the dungeons underneath the Citadel? That plan?
Or we just postpone, we figure out a way to postpone trial with some form of, what was it you called, distraction?
like
Sure, one of us could think of a way to cause distraction.
like if Braun and Brad suddenly appeared.
Who the hell are they?
I don't want to know.
Oh, they're very good with explosives.
Just don't want to know, trust me.
Oh, so your plan is to set off explosives at the Citadel to postpone the trial.
Oh no, with Ron and Brad.
So these people are going to set off explosives at the Citadel to postpone the trial. You're aware of what would probably happen if you were to set off explosives at the Citadel, right?
You know, in local vicinity.
The whole keep will be locked down, no one will be allowed in or out, and everyone will be questioned.
Oh.
You know, the Emperor being there and such. Kind of a big deal. It would
Maybe
probably
we-
be taken as an assassination attempt. Probably is how they would construe it.
Probably not a good idea.
Okay,
I mean,
we
by
will
all
think
means,
of another
if you'd
backup
like to.
plan.
if you tell your friends Ron and Brad to do this, I mean, they're as good as dead. But by all means, if you're willing to sacrifice them for the postponing of the trial, then who am I to say?
Yes, should we sacrifice Braun and Brad? What do you all think?
Maybe not.
I don't think Brad wants to be sacrificed, probably.
They are out of
think,
town anyways.
Brad wants to remain not an enemy of the Empire and just a random guy making his way through life.
Okay, so different plan B. What are our other options?
Walking away from this whole thing.
I believe that one is plan C, last resort. I like the idea of just breaking out Cook and escaping so that he doesn't die. Could you smuggle him out of city nearly? You said you could?
If we got him out, we could.
We could help you get him out. We know where he is. We have lots of abilities.
Just so we're clear, this is not a makeshift dungeon in a podunk village somewhere way out. This is a prison inside a city that's heavily fortified because it's the capital of an empire.
I'm not saying it would be easy. I'm simply saying I do not wish to watch an innocent man die.
Yeah, well, kind of out of our hands before. Still kind of is out of our hands.
Feel, if I'm being honest, partially responsible. Really, probably should have stuck around to figure all this out instead of running up north when we did.
How about with what exactly?
Whole, we were lured there as trap because Baron, and then he tried to kill us, and then we turned on him with guards and said, and we didn't tell them at the time. We didn't make sure that anything appropriate was done. We could have actually done something. Could have made sure that they talked to servants. There's like so much we could have done, basically, is all I'm saying.
I mean, all those servants and some of the guards had their minds altered anyway.
But if we'd had cured all of them, if we'd been smart enough to cure everyone.
And, at the time we would have had no way to know that there was some big conspiracy involved with it, involving our own
True.
mercenary order, so
but it
I
doesn't
don't
mean we
see
should just-
exactly how we possibly could have helped out in any meaningful
Just don't think we should
capacity.
abandon this man. That is all I'm saying. Not saying it is our fault, but we are not without blame.
Yeah, I just feel like plan A is the plan. Like, is there any word on
Is-
how long it would take to find Marguerite?
Wouldn't be too long. It will take as long as it takes to finish whatever conversation you want to have before she gets here.
Well, we have a few days. Let us wait for Barrister.
Yeah,
Fair
I
enough.
feel like plan A is the plan.
Real quick. Thoughts on this plan, nearly?
I mean, we'll have to see what the barrister says. I'm not entirely convinced that it would the barrister be able to postpone. This is, from what I understand, a trial where the Emperor himself is going to be presiding over it, so it would take some convincing of the Emperor as being the one to postpone a trial of such high profile.
I was thinking more along the lines, aren't you worried about them having a name and a face?
Well, it's a little late for that now, so they had the name, they knew that I was a criminal, and that I might be close by, so that narrows down things considerably. So, I'm in it,
There's a
much
lot
as I
of
like it
people
or
in the
not.
town, that's all I'm saying.
What's that?
Hmm?
What would you say? I'm sorry.
I said it's a big city, that's all I'm saying.
It is. But Unfortunately, I'm not going to let the Barrister and you all make plans that more than likely involve me while I'm not here. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah. At this point, you have no reason to trust us, so yeah.
This should be fun. Okay, so if some time goes by as you are as you all are waiting for the Barrister to arrive, and you see her sort of nobody with her. She's just sort of looking around and like looks at some of the shops and finds the boulangerie and then kind of walks in. And as you see that whenever she enters in to this boulangerie, that both Valken and Ron, with your passive perceptions, you just see that there are people that are at a safe distance to not be noticed that are keeping an eye on her, and then when she enters the building, they just sort of go their separate ways. Probably about 3 of them.
Like they were with her, or they were following her and watching her.
They were following and watching her.
Not like she had some backup just in case or something.
Did
Might.
Ron
Sure.
know what they look like?
Similar to the type of people that nearly whispered to. So there's one who is just sort of maybe like someone walking the streets, urchin sees her get in and then just walks back into the alleyway.
Oh, it's Nearly's people.
You could, yeah, it would be up to Ron and Valken to infer.
Gotcha.
Oh, you have many people nearly under your watch. Leadership.
It's like what Valken said, it's a big city. Has its advantages.
Ron will wave her over.
So comes inside, comes upstairs, and opens the door. And she sort of says, "Oh, so what's with the cloak and dagger here? Why don't you just come and get me?"
Well,
We could not be seen speaking with you so freely, considering how we are supposed to be supporting the crown.
All right, I suppose that makes sense.
also, our friend here does not wish to be seen with us. He did not want to. Well, it is complicated. Anyways, hello, thank you for coming.
And you see that Nearly has kind of put the hood over her cloak and is just sort of like leaning into the corner and just kind of watching at this point. So, what was so important that I had to come immediately?
Well, we spoke to. Where'd my notes go? Nope.
Loading.
Sorry, my tab closed. We spoke to a witness, one of the witnesses, and they had been threatened into silence. So we know that things are not on the up and up. We want to see Cook freed as you do, and we want to formulate a plan.
Is this captain? So you told me you were speaking with him next. What did he say? What happened?
Yes. Yeah, I told him. He
Yeah.
doesn't know. Someone is threatening.
They threaten him to say what he's going to say. They also threaten his family as well. If he did not cooperate, then he and his family would be killed.
So who threatened him?
I believe it was the person that was responsible for putting the spell on Cook and causing him to attack. It looks like
So-
they wish to remain unknown that they were there that day.
Are you particularly being vague, or because you know?
I'm not saying the Baron on purpose.
No, it's Quentin who tipped him off.
Oh no, she figured it out. So yeah, that's fine.
No, Bryn, you know, because you talked to the captain, Quentin, that he suspected that it was Quentin who had sent the anonymous letter because Quentin's the one who confronted him and threatened him.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not being vague about that. I just think that the person who's ultimately in charge is the Baron, and I'm being vague about that.
Right,
I guess we could tell her about the guild.
Yeah, so who threatened him who directly threatened the captain is what I'm asking.
A bit awkward.
Nobody's gonna speak up.
I must be out of the loop here because I don't know why it's awkward.
Have you ever heard Vin, give her a pamphlet.
I dig in my bosoms and I hand her a pamphlet.
And she like doesn't grab it and just kind of looks what's in your hand. Okay.
Have you
Let
heard
me
of
connect the dots
Order
here.
of Iberus?
Okay, sorry, never heard of it. But that's your like guild or something,
Yeah,
right?
have you never heard of? I am speechless.
I typically don't hire the services of adventuring guilds, so sorry.
Well, all that matters is that somebody inside the guild by the name of Quentin, don't know his last name, don't
Hannibal.
really care. Quentin Deadman is in league with potentially somebody from Salon, as we mentioned, and possibly people within this fancy government here in order to see Cook put to death.
Wait, someone from your guild is the one who threatened him.
That's right.
Yes.
Hold on. Okay, how can I trust you then? Well, I mean, you did help.
Why would we be
Lord
telling
Cook.
you this?
I guess
Yeah,
it just tell
exactly.
you on you'd be dead if we were against it.
Oh, also good point. Yes.
Also, that's a whole nother problem that we have to figure out after this. Right now, this is
Yes.
our current
We just found
Right.
out
problem.
and full of rage.
Okay, this is a lot. You all realize that,
Oh,
right?
we are aware. Why do you think we had
How do
you
you
come
think
here in
we feel?
secrecy?
Okay.
We just
Okay.
talked to that guy before coming into this city, so, you know, we didn't know he was stabbing people in the back.
Does he know that you know?
We want to stab him.
Nope.
I don't think so.
It's good.
Unless he has people watching the captain, and then maybe yes, if they were overhearing our conversation.
Is always possible.
And nearly just says it's possible, not outside the realm of possibility here.
As far as we know, he does not know we know.
Right. Okay, so that's good. Where is this person?
At our headquarters in Tustin.
Okay, in Tustin. So that's not enough time to get them here.
Correct. This is why we wanted to speak to you. We don't know if there is time. Maybe we need to postpone trials somehow.
Yeah, is there some barrister way to extend trial of acquiring new evidence?
That would have to be at the trial, and we would have to convince Emperor Oscar that to postpone this trial for a period of time because we have new evidence or new information for the trial. I've never had
What
to do
if
that.
the captain of guard and one other person were to corroborate with Cook and our story? That would be 4, 5, 6, basically 7 people with the same story.
That'd be great, honestly.
If we only have us and Cook, will that work?
I don't think that it, I mean,
I'm just saying,
Cook-
what's his face might chicken out.
well,
Well,
Cook's not a reliable witness.
Yeah.
Of course he's going to say whatever he wants to get out
So
of this
basically,
trial.
just us. Will it work?
But what if we had time to find servants?
They're all the way in
Servants?
another city, probably. Yes, the servants were there. They knew what happened. They were serving us dinner.
Yes, they
Yeah.
also were brainwashed, memory
Yes.
wash
Okay,
changed.
wow.
So if we can extend the trial and have time to go find them,
Unless
Bring
Quentin killed them all and got rid of assassin bodies.
You don't know that.
So, it is quite possible, though.
We don't
Well,
want to assume. You know what they say about people who assume?
Oh,
no,
what do they
Ron
say?
does not.
They say that you make an ass out of you and me.
Oh, it is a very smart saying.
Why is,
Ron,
why is
do you
this
need-
funny?
Do you need me to explain?
Do you know how to spell assume?
But why? What does donkey have to do with people?
Oh, Ron, it's Let's
You
just
said
move
ass,
on.
so
Let's just move on.
I
okay.
patted Ron on the back. We'll talk about this later, Ron.
I mean, we could try maybe with your corroborated stories, and maybe the captain.
I'm just nervous he will not tell truth.
I'm not
Is-
sure how much time we would get either.
Is a zone of truth allowed in trial? Less truth
Sim-
spell?
Similar to postponing, we would have to provide a compelling reason for it to be used. But once that sort of bottle is uncorked, then the whole remainder of the trial it's going to be used.
That is not the best option. I mean, I have nothing to hide. Except that I lost that feather. I would not like for that to come up, but it would be okay.
So it's more of a situation where if it's going to be used, using it selectively isn't just or fair for everyone involved. I'm not sure. It's
Did anyone else here have problems with being under truth spell?
Ron can cast True Spell.
I know.
I don't think I have a problem with being under it.
Will can?
Doesn't matter to me.
right. So we could push for that.
Well,
If
it depends if we want to use our last witness. Our last witness will probably not want this.
trying to save an innocent person, so nearly sort of just innocent, I'm sure.
Seems I need some people at this table.
So, okay, I'm not
Quick
sure how much
question.
time we could buy to postpone this trial. Because if this witness is as important as you say, I would assume that they would task one of the arcanists to just get them.
Interesting. So they could go get the servants, potentially, in a manner that would be quickly.
Do you have any more information on the servants, or?
I just know that the household servants of Cook were clearly in the know.
All right, are they just as important as this other? Is this
No,
Quentin
this other
person?
witness is very important, but convincing them to speak truth, come forward, would be put them in a risky spot.
They would need to remove curse to fix their memories.
Right.
You mean for servants?
Yes, for servants. Or restoration.
Okay. Well, okay.
Do we have a good case?
I think we have a good case to get this Quentin character, and maybe to use the Zone of Truth for the servants. Maybe, but that would take more time that I don't know that we're gonna be able to get.
Oh no, the zone of truth would be for the captain of guard if he does not wish to tell truth.
I'm assuming it would be for this Quentin person too, right?
Oh yes, and for him as
Yeah.
well. I think the servants will happily tell truth once we fix their brains.
Right.
They have no qualms with anybody, probably. They probably just want to go home.
And that's if they are still around.
Yeah, if they're not dead, this is true.
All right. We could try.
Okay. If we can find our last really good witness, then we will not want to use Zone of Truth. Is understood?
I'm confused because the captain may not be truthful, and Quentin will most certainly not be truthful. And if we don't call for Zone of Truth, and if they're good at lying, then we're kind of.
But I don't know how to. I'm not smart enough to
There's no
explain.
reason why Captain would not tell truth after he has already told us.
To save his family.
We just won't know until we're in trial. Is my point.
Right, and kind of what I was saying is if you call for Zone of Truth,
No, I'm saying we don't call for it. It is as last resort.
well, it's not a last resort. If Zone of Truth is called, then everyone who is questioned has to be under the Zone of Truth.
I understand. That's why I'm saying to you call on that as last resort. As in, we don't do that if we don't have to. He may just be honest and tell truth to begin with.
It has to happen at the beginning.
Ugh,
Otherwise, everyone can't be questioned under it.
that is so stupid. They could just re-question everyone. So if someone lies and we're like, no, they're lying, use Zone of Truth, I'd be like, no, but we already questioned everyone else. We can't possibly start over.
It's procedure.
Stupid. That's what it is.
It's
Okay, understood.
I mean, there has to be some protections in place for the use of magic in a trial of any kind. So that's why there's strict
I don't
sort
know why
of
they don't
guidelines
just
for
use
this.
Zone of Truth for every trial. That would be pertinent. Is there anything else we can do to be better prepared?
I'm not sure. I mean, we've got some good information, but then once we get to this trial and get some time, then we'll just have to see what unfolds. I don't think anyone's gonna believe Lord Cook. Quite frankly, I don't know if I should call him to be questioned.
If the captain of guard and all of us are saying the same story, and then Cook is like, yes, this is true, why would that hurt?
Well, once you call someone to be questioned, the barrister of both sides has the right to question them.
But if we use Zone of Truth, then it will be very clear that Cook is telling the truth. No?
I think we should use Zone of Truth. I don't see the issue.
I think so too. I think our
I
other
don't-
witness
Bryn.
does not need to come forward. We use Zone of Truth on everyone involved. Problem solved.
Wait,
Yes.
wait. What if
And I
they?
look at Bryn like, why are you making this difficult?
Wait, why am I making it difficult?
More
you're not
Nobody
importantly,
doesn't want to be under Zone of Truth, right? We know that.
But we don't even have to talk, we don't have to use her at all.
That's what I'm saying, is we said we had another witness, but we're not going to use her.
what if
Yeah.
they
Right.
ask about Braun and Brad?
Why will they, what?
Braun does not know.
Why would they ask you that? They don't
Ju-
even
just
know who
run-
those
just-
guys are.
Okay, fine. That's good. No one knows.
Are these other witnesses that we should try and
No.
find, or
No,
No,
Okay, I'm
definitely
just
not.
trying to
Definitely
understand.
not. You don't want to find them ever.
they're on vacation right now.
If
you
you
can't
find
even
them,
find
you
them
could
anyways.
as well as assume your life is on wrong path.
Okay, they're not important. It's not pertaining to case.
Okay, well, very well. All right.
What is next steps?
Well, at this point, we're gonna have to both call for Zone of Truth as well as a postponing of the trial for them to get another witness. And that will have to happen at a trial, so
So we just we wait.
I suppose so, unless there's anything else that you could dig up that would help.
Think other than tracking down witnesses or trying to find who is delivering messages to make threats, but we have no way of doing that. So I think that is it.
We could go back to our bureau. if they're the ones that are making the threats.
Yeah, we can't do that before the
A
trial.
little
though.
less than a week of travel on horseback from here to
Mm.
Tustin.
I say, based on all this information, we should tell the other barrister what's going on and see if he can extend the trial date.
Oh, that's not. We can't. We have to plead to the Emperor to do that,
We'll plea to the Emperor.
which will
Like-
happen at the trial.
So we can't plea for an extension before the trial. We can't just, like, why waste everybody's time to go dress
Because
fancy
they're
to go to the
idiots in
trial?
this town.
That doesn't make any sense.
Agreed.
Okay. Right. We wait.
See you at the trial. Thanks so much for your help. Otherwise,
Oh,
Lord Cook would
these
be dead.
desserts on table were for everyone. Would you like to try one of the chocolate ones? They're very good.
No thanks. I'm not hungry. No,
Oh,
thanks,
are you
though.
sure? Little strawberry. We have this butter cooking over here. The proprietor, she owes us one, so help yourself.
I don't like sweets. I'm sorry.
Oh.
All right. And she kind of gathers her things. We have a plan.
Best of luck.
Thank you. And she walks out.
Who doesn't like sweets?
She seems very wrong.
Yeah, who can? I'm not sure I trust her anymore, if I'm being quite honest. I'm just kidding, I still trust her, but. Oof.
What are the chances they're going to be able to snag Quentin, you think?
Low. Ron doesn't know.
I don't know.
Is there anything that could potentially have tipped him off? Some things that may have changed around him or in Tustin that would have set off alarms, bells, and whistles?
we haven't
Other than
been
he
there.
knows we're coming here for the trial.
He does not know the information we know.
He doesn't know that we know.
Yeah.
That we know that he's bad. He doesn't know that we know that he's bad. Yeah.
And he has lined up next job for us, which is normal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's a relief that I won't have to go to this little trial.
Yes.
Well, I'll be around if you need anything or an alternate plan enacted.
Okay, sounds good. We will get in touch.
Right. It will be very difficult to extract Lord Cook once this trial starts, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
She leaves. Or she takes, of course, a donut off the table off the road.
I trust her more now.
So now we could trust.
All right, so what do you all do?
I don't know what
Some
to
nervous.
do besides
Drink?
wait for the trial.
Yeah.
Do y'all?
Downtime?
Dude,
Carousing?
Not for a day.
I'm down to just wait for the fast forward to the trial.
Sure,
Wait.
Unless anyone has
We never
anything that
went
they
and got
wanna
baths.
do.
you did.
I thought we did.
Beth, yeah.
Oh man, I
We're
thought we
dressed all
didn't.
fancy.
I was getting excited.
Okay, so you all want to go back into the Citadel and then wait for the trial. So that would be waiting about 2 days.
Be wearing our streetwear. Fancy
Gotcha.
streetwear.
So you can go back to the Citadel, spend the rest of the day there eating. You've got plenty of food, very fine food. And the next day you can mill around, do whatever you'd like. And then you will be woken up early the next morning.
Can I say, hold on, I just looked at my inventory and like my gold to platinum ratio is weird. Like, for some reason it says I have. Oh wait, never mind. I lied. Can I
Okay.
could Valken on like one of the days just go and find a like a shop that sells potions or whatnot?
Yeah. Anything in particular you're looking for?
Healing potion for one.
Okay.
Preferably something like a greater healing or something.
Yeah, you can definitely find them around. Moments. Yeah, so you can usually find a shop that can specialize in these sort of things. So they do have some healing potions available, and then they have 2 greater healing potions available
They
for
have-
purchase.
Hawkins just thinking of what could potentially go wrong, and with the upcoming trial.
Mhm.
And so he's also looking for some type of potion that might help conceal, or like something like an invisibility potion, or something of that could transform somebody into mist or something.
I actually think I have a potion that does that.
Can't hurt to have more than one.
Yeah.
So potions of healing are normally able to easily find magical potions of different effects. You're gonna need some help. Similar
Okay.
to how you had your friend in Icegarth, Yorlis, kind of help broker deals for you. You're gonna need someone similar to do that. Which, luckily, you know the person running a criminal underground in the city of Falshir. So you'd have to go to Nearly and ask for help for that.
That seem worth it?
What
find
is
something.
reason for the mist potion?
I'm just thinking, like, we have to go with the last possible option of trying to sneak the guy out. Maybe we can give him that, and he can literally slip through the jail cell and doors, potentially.
What if he?
Or we can turn him invisible and do the same thing.
So would he not take option right away? And
This
Just
was our
leave?
last. This was our last case, Ryan. This was our last. If nothing else worked, trying to bust him out, Ryan.
that is true.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Falcon. He knows that there are things with these effects. He's only ever seen it magic used, but I'm pretty sure he has an idea that maybe there's potions that could do the same thing. So he's just, I mean, I wanted to get healing anyways, so I figured I'd see if I could find something else as well. So
Yep, so you can easily find a potions of greater healing are gonna be $2.25 a piece. Potion of healing is gonna be $60 a piece.
Woo.
So you can easily find those. But you can go visit Nearly if you'd like.
Does Nearly have real products or fake products?
I think it's more like she would help me find somebody.
Oh, did we want to sell our drugs to her?
Oh yeah, Vin. That is we have stuff. You have this stuff. She knows where to find buyers.
I guess I could. I kind
Well,
of
if we
wanted it.
Want to just get
Oh, you
the
wanted to
trial? I
keep
can
it?
I'll just buy
Yeah.
a health potion and move on.
Okay. You can do that, certainly.
So 60, you said?
Mm-hmm. It is
Yeah.
definitely marked up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
You said that was greater or regular?
Regular is 60,
Regular.
graders 225.
Okay, I'd like to buy regular as well.
Okay. You have 2,000 gold pieces worth of drugs in your possession from the last chance.
So many drugs. I would
Um,
buy your tattoo probably.
wait, can you repeat what you just said? 1,000?
2,000 gold pieces worth of drugs.
That would buy my tattoo.
Worth
Well,
of
actually, no, I think my
substances.
tattoo is 7,000.
Well, it would buy a good chunk of your tattoo.
Yep. So you all have those, and you all each have 3 firearms of each type as well, if you remember. So you have a pistol, an arquebus, and a musket. That's what you got from the last chance.
Oh yeah, we did. I forgot we had guns.
So, you can go to Nearly, and you know the way. You've been in the sewers. You've been down there before.
That is true.
So you make your way down into the sewers. Once you get to the entrance to this place, there's a couple of kind of thugs outside that are kind of holding their swords, just looking like, "Who are you?" Hello?
Vin?
Right, what the fuck you doing here?
Yeah, we're here to sell stuff.
How do you know about this place?
Because we've been here before. Why else would we fucking be here?
I don't know, maybe you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
No, we're not. We're here for a reason. I'll open the fucking door.
Is anyone expecting you?
No, but we know her and she's a bitch anyways, so
Just make an intimidation check.
I'm trying to be naughty.
Ron and I assist by standing behind her like,
Yeah, mean mugging.
Ernie,
Yeah,
you
we're
trained
just
in
mean
intimidation?
mugging.
Okay, so hold
Ron
on.
is-
That's my first roll. This is
No,
my
Ron is
second
not.
roll.
You can only do
Okay.
one then, Vin.
I have
So
advantage
not-
on it, but I'm not
so-
trained in it.
Not getting advantage. Okay, so then my first roll was intimidation. 14 plus 6.
20. He's like, all right, we're just trying to do my fucking job here. You're a bitch
Yeah.
too. And he opens the door.
Wow, listen. And then I like curtsy and I'm like, that's princess bitch to you. And I like go back to where Nearly is.
Yeah.
And
And
then
it looks.
I
Go ahead.
like take a big deep breath, like, and then I look over to Bryn. I'm like, did I sound tough? Bryn.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And I like start like walking with a pep in my step.
Right. And it's similar to the layout. There's not much has changed. There's a lot more product in this area where there was just a few crates. There's quite a bit now. And you see people kind of lounging around, like looking at you, people like loading boxes, stuff like that. And then the one who would let you in, he's like, boss, you got some people here for you. It's like I wasn't expecting anyone. Oh, interesting. All right, so I take it that we're gonna be breaking the fucker out. Is that why you're here?
No.
No.
Oh no, this is business.
All right, let's get down to business then. Step into my office. And she leads you back to the back room. She sits down at the table and kicks her feet up on it. What is it that I can help you with?
Ron nudges Vin.
We have drugs and guns that we potentially want to sell.
Right. How many do you have?
Well, I happen to know that it's about 2,000 gold pieces worth, so I would like that, please.
Let's see it.
And I like dig in my bag and like I hold on to it like here is my tide creeper.
What you've gotten is a large assortment of things.
Oh, okay.
So you've got like several bundles and things on either on you or wherever you get it. And she goes, "Have you been just carrying this around the whole time that you've been here?"
Yes.
Brave. Stupid, but brave. You know that stuff is very highly illegal here, right? Like throw you into the dungeon or the Citadel illegal.
That's how we
that-
came to you. Can
Does
you
that
get rid of
mean-
it for us?
More money?
Oh,
It
yeah,
means it's
Ron, I like
harder
what
for
you
me
think.
to move.
Does that mean it's worth 3,000 since I got it into the city in the first place?
No. You had some guns, you said? Some firearms. That's interesting.
We've been
I
interesting
keep one of 'em, by the way.
places. Yeah. How many
are
guns
you
do we
going
have
to part
total?
with?
Well, we have 2 each, right? 2.
You have 3 each.
Ah.
And I will paste them to you.
I'm just keeping one for me, so.
Yeah, I definitely
Hey.
want to keep a gun. I feel like that could be fancy.
Keeping
the
just one just in case.
The proficiency is equal to the corresponding like crossbow. So a pistol is equal to a light or a handheld crossbow. Arquebus is like a light crossbow, and the musket's like a heavy crossbow. So if you're proficient in any of those crossbows that correspond to the gun, then you'll be proficient in using it.
I have
still use it
a
without it,
light
but-
crossbow.
So you can use the arquebus.
Yeah, so I will keep that one and then sell my other two then.
So with that being said too, is you can use any weapon that you want. It's just whether you have your proficiency bonus added or not. So you're gonna sell a pistol and
I
a
don't think I
musket.
can use any of them. So
Are you proficient in martial weapons?
just
As monks?
says simple weapon.
Simple weapons would be, I believe, the arquebus. I think a light crossbow. Yep, light crossbow, simple.
Oh.
So, which ones are you gonna keep, Falcon?
I think Falcon is just like, I don't think he really has any interest in using them. So
Okay.
unless one of the other party members wants another thing, he's gonna get rid of all of them.
Easy enough.
Can I have his ammunition? Like, how does ammunition work with guns?
Y'all, I gave you a total of how much ammunition that you have, so y'all can figure that out. I told you the number of pieces. It's somewhere in the chat, I think.
Okay.
You actually
So you-
didn't.
50 ammos.
There you go.
You said it. You said either 40 or 50. I don't know. I didn't write it down.
It's on my
Those were
sheet.
your words.
It's on the sheet. and you
No,
said
I know.
50, and I said
We
good.
all just said okay, 50, and wrote it down.
That works. All right. And Bryn, which ones are you gonna keep?
I'm just keeping a pistol, I think. But that's the smallest one, right?
Mhm.
I'm just keeping the smallest one just in case. I don't want to keep all of them.
And what's Ron gonna keep?
Ron wants to keep them all because he's low-key excited to use
Okay.
these.
All right. So you're gonna give me these. Interesting. It's about 350 gold pieces worth of firearms here. Of course, I can sell them for quite much more here in the city, but they're used. I'll just give you 350 straight up for them.
Oh, these not used. These are found in crates.
They're not used.
Right.
Brand new premium.
Just shipped.
Right. 350. 350. Does that work?
Letting you handle this because Bryn's not going to help the situation if she opens her mouth.
Yeah, they work.
All right. Hand them over. You can just stack them over there, and then she'll hand over 350 gold for the guns.
And that's for how many? That's total. We get 350 total?
Hmm?
Yeah, it's not very much for guns.
Yeah. And then
You're dealing with a criminal organization,
I
basically
know.
fencing the stuff and That's the offer that y'all took. So
Yeah, nope, it's fine. It's just it's,
How many guns total did we hand over?
I forget. I just totaled the amount.
Okay. I just want to know how much I get, so.
Well, Malkin
350
got rid of
divided
all
by
of his. So
Y'all can
4.
count them however y'all like.
I don't. Do we want to split it evenly, or do the people that kept one get less? What do you guys think?
That's up to y'all.
We'll
I know.
We'll
figure
talk
that out
about it
later.
later.
Okay, we'll talk about it in chat.
All right, now the fun stuff.
Falcon's
the
just like, if you
products.
short me, I'll hunt you down.
All right.
Drugs.
Mm-hmm. And you
Right.
seem to think that you have 200 or 2,000 gold pieces worth here, which,
That's
of
what
course,
I've been told.
they're highly illegal here, which makes it harder for me to sell.
But I got it into the city unnoticed and detected, so if there's a market for it, did a lot of the hard work for you already.
No, you're giving me hard work to do.
A little bit of both. It takes hard work to make hard money, so
I'll give you 1850.
eh.
Nah.
I would like 2,000.
All right, roll persuasion.
Give me something good. Okay, persuasion is 16 plus 10.
It's like, fine, 2,000. Hand it over.
Let me see the gold.
She just opens a drawer and just puts a big sack of gold or platinum onto the table.
Then I put the drugs on the table and then like take and push at the same time. And then I look at
You're just
everybody
so weird, all of
and
you.
I'm like, this is mine.
We're not used to this sort of thing.
Right, but you really think I'm gonna take your things and kill you all? Good, she's smart. And she takes the product and sort of puts it away. Oh, well. You don't negotiate often, do you? Fair enough.
No.
Yeah, totally.
What else do you need? Are you done?
Malkin,
And
did you want a mist potion?
I knocks a Valken.
Yeah, do you know people that might have potions that have magical components like invisibility or does the one have a name where somebody turns into a cloud essentially?
Interesting. So you're looking for ways to hide or get away?
Well, it kind of pertains to our meeting earlier, but sure.
Interesting. Alright, so it may take me a day or so. I'm gonna take 25 gold up front just for a finder's fee.
What about the 20?
Really? You're trying to stiff me, Valken, after all these years?
I mean, it is me.
Well, persuasion check.
It is me.
Well, it's good. 24.
She looks at you and she looks at the rest of the group. For you, fine, but no one else. Don't tell anyone about
He's just
this,
giving
alright?
her the stupidest grin.
I swear, if it gets out that I can be negotiated with for this finder's fee, I'll find you.
I believe it.
Right?
20.
Come back tomorrow, same time, and better have the gold to pay for these things if I find them. All I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I have no idea how much those things cost.
This will be fun.
Not getting any of my gold. I'm saving up for a tattoo, and I like
I mean, I have
look
gold.
at
I just don't know.
Falcon.
I have no idea what anything's worth. So
No. You'll find out.
It's not
You
your
think-
fault,
Okay.
Falcon. You've been poor your whole life, so how would you know?
Jesus.
I've been poor, maybe half of it.
Oh. I was not judging. I have also been poor my life. You think
Although-
Babas give allowance? No, no way.
I didn't really need money when I was at school. Kind of. Okay.
Let's see. I need to get some potions rolled up for you real quick. See what she can find.
Ooh.
So give me one moment. As I struggle to find, like, there it is. I was like struggling to find this saved tab that I need at this moment. Too many notes, y'all. Too many notes.
DMing is just having all the tabs open, right? That's
Yeah.
how that works.
I have literally every tab open that you can
Well, I
possibly
mean, you
imagine.
don't have all of the potions memorized.
I mean, I do.
Disappointed.
I have them all memorized, of course. All right. Let's see.
I look over at Bran and I'm just like, I think we made out pretty good. What do you think?
I'm very proud of you. That was some very good top-notch negotiations.
I didn't really
I'm-
want to get rid of it if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, but what were you going to do with it?
I don't
We'll
know,
get
there might be
arrested. We're about to go
some
into a
good-
trial with Zone of Truth. What if they're like, do you have any drugs on your person? And then what do you do?
Honestly, I forgot they were even there. I probably would have said no.
She would have said no and believed it.
I would have believed that.
Amazing.
Maybe all the
Say,
fumes are getting
it's
to
all
me.
prescription.
What does this mean? Prescription. What is it's something is prescribed?
Yeah.
The Southerners are so strange. In North, if you want something, you go and make it yourself. If you want
I
drugs,
assume-
you
they
take
have
drugs.
Pharmacies in D&D. I don't even know.
I assume they do. South.
I was like,
Alchemists.
hey, doc, my butt itches. What ointments do you have? Like, I just figured you went to like a store.
Mm.
Yeah, alchemist, apothecary. Okay, so or you want to fast forward to the next day?
I think so. I don't think I
Yep.
have anything else to do.
Yeah, I don't
'cause
have
I don't have
anything
enough
to
money to
do.
go shopping, and
We're
I
not
think
in the
Brand's just
right
gonna read
town.
books. I'm gonna work
Okay.
on my skill that I'm learning.
You'll need
Oh,
a
yeah,
week.
same.
Well,
Oh,
I'm just
kidding.
a little bit at a time working on things, okay?
Okay,
For roleplay reasons.
sure. Okay. Let's see. So you come back the next day, back to the stewards. You skip the pleasantries this time with the guard who gave you all the hard time. And you come back and she goes, well, lucky you. I found an assortment. So also make sure you deducted that 20 gold, Valken,
I did.
for the finder's fee. All right, I have a couple of things. I have a potion of speed. potion of invisibility, and a potion of gaseous form. Potion of speed is going to be 350 gold pieces. The potion of invisibility is going to be 600. Potion of gaseous form is also 600.
It's like a lot.
It is a lot of lawn.
I can give you.
I mean, I'm not
100.
required to buy all three, so, but I'm at least buying one. I don't know the properties of these, do I?
Well, you know what gaseous form does because Vin has one. Potion of invisibility
yeah, I'm pretty
is
sure I have one.
Like
You turn
I don't.
invisible.
Vakken doesn't know like how long any of these things last, right?
well, if I remember correctly, that the invisibility is an hour. Gaseous form might be a few minutes. Let me see.
I know we got a vial of it somewhere, and I know we haven't sold it, so one of us has it because it's never been used.
Ah, yes, they're both an hour. So
I'm pretty
gaseous
sure I
form
have
or
it.
the invisibility will last a full hour.
Full hour. Does anything break that?
Well, of course, it's almost like you're casting a spell, I would assume. So you have to concentrate on them. So if someone would hit you or find you when you're invisible or anything,
Okay. What do we think would be more useful to him?
actually,
Potion of farts or potion of
let
invisibility?
me see. It's actually incorrect. The
don't
gaseous form
know.
doesn't. You don't need to concentrate on it, or the other one. So it's just happens.
One lasts an hour. They both last an hour.
They both do. And then the potion of speed is going to last you. I think it's a minute.
What do we think?
Well, being invisible is awesome. And always helpful. Gaseous form, you would just be a floaty, gassy form. So I feel
Could you get
like
through
in-
bars though?
Yeah.
That
Under
feels-
doors.
That
through
feels
windows.
very important to this situation, if I'm being quite honest.
But if we then we would need keys to said bars if we're trying to break somebody out.
I think they just slip through. Right?
Yeah, it's what we're saying. If you
Yeah,
get
they
gaseous
just
form,
float.
you just.
Oh, give him. So you're saying give him the gaseous form.
If we have to.
Then once he's out, we run. We use invisibility magics, whatever.
Maybe you just buy both of them and mix them together and give it to him.
We are not rich, but one of
I'm
us is
rich.
rich.
I'm not
Well,
super rich.
how long would it take to get out of the castle, like the prison,
As a gas?
as a gas?
I have no idea. What are the
Because
limitations
I
on
can
that?
cast greater
I don't know.
invisibility on them.
Can you like go
but it
through
only
cracks in the
lasts a
floor
minute.
or like what? I don't know.
Yeah. So when you are in
Well, I assume you
gaseous
can't
form,
fly, right? Or can you?
You sure can.
Well, that seems to be the one we should.
Could they
get.
go
That-
through like windows or like essentially if I use greater
there's an
invisibility,
opening, you
my
can
own
slip
greater
through it.
invisibility spell on them,
Feels
and
very useful, if I'm being
So the
honest.
deal is if you take this potion, it turns you basically into a little floaty, glassy cloud. You move a little slower, but you're able to fit through a small hole, a narrow opening, a crack in a door, a keyhole.
Yeah, I'll take that one. That one's fine.
All right,
600.
600.
Are you trying to leave me on the streets again? Yeah.
I think you're doing just fine. Big, strong adventurer type like you, I'm sure you get all kinds of contracts.
Well, maybe not anymore.
As I say, we're not going to get him anymore.
So you think the whole order is
Compromise?
bad?
I'm not sure if it's found out that somebody higher up in the order is a foreign adversary, I'm not sure they'll let the guild operate anymore. I probably wouldn't.
Surely Hungry Man isn't the only person who can find contracts, right?
Probably not. Well, either way, 600 gold it is.
All right.
I just put a bag down, count it out. And that's that.
Very well. Pleasure doing business. Let me know if things change. Good luck tomorrow at the trial. You can leave now.
Good luck.
You don't wish to come and be in attendance? Do they let people sit in audience for trials here?
Why in the hell would I want to be anywhere near that place?
I don't know. It could be a fun show, to be honest, if things go sideways.
Right. Leader of underground criminal organization, castle where the emperor lives. Not my scene.
I mean,
I'll know
most
exactly what happens, of course.
officials
To
I
be
know
fair,
are
it's not mine
criminals
either.
too, so
I didn't choose to be here, but
I'm sure I'll hear all about it.
okay then, bye.
bye.
See you later. All
Once
right.
we're out, like, I don't like visiting her. I feel like we're doing something wrong just by being there.
She'll come around.
I don't know. We got a potion that turns you into a fart cloud.
Which is pretty
Oh,
cool, actually.
It's good. Yeah.
So now we have plan B.
And B? Or C?
I thought plan C was walking away from this whole thing and just
And she's
forgetting.
just leaving and being alive to tell the tale.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like that plan.
All right. So you leave the sewers,
Trial.
and it's up to you all if you want to do something now or fast forward to the trial. Anything else
Yep.
you want to do?
Trial. Some chicken soup sandwiches in bed and then trial.
All right, very well. So when we come back from our break, we will go to the trial of Lord Cook. So don't go anywhere. Go ahead and get some snacks, stretch your appendages, and we will be back here in just a bit. See ya.
Maybe.